YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Ray. I am the original ordinary guy, back again with another video for you fellas, man. Advice from a former sex addict. I know nobody asked, but I'm gonna just give my little 2 cents anyways, man. This video is inspired by a situation that happened yesterday. I was in the gym with the young homie, and we was talking about women, all kinds of things, but mainly the topic came up about women. And I asked him, is there a ceiling to anything you wouldn't do to have intercourse with a woman? And he pretty much told me no, right? He pretty much told me in detail what he would tolerate in order to have intercourse with a woman that he found attractive. And it got me to thinking. I was like, okay, and it was some pretty dark stuff, some pretty embarrassing stuff, right? But he saw no shame in it because he's so blinded by lust and he's so engulfed into the woman or women that he finds attractive. And it got me to thinking I was the exact same way. Now, some of the things he was saying, of course, right now, I would never agree with ever in my life. But back then, as quiet as it's kept, I was doing some of those things. Not to the extent he was talking about, but I was doing some of those things. So I'm making this video to give advice about what happens when you let those things, those thoughts, those fantasies run and ruin your mind. I've been there, I've done that. And if I could have went back, actually no. And I would never take it back because I came up out of it. But I know so many men that have passed away that are still addicted to the box right now, and they can't get out. They can get out, but for them, they find themselves at a crossroad. It's like, do I run away from my urges, fight the lust, run away from lust, or do I keep, babysitting that womb? Do I keep babysitting that postponing that healing that is desperately needed when you're trying to get over this? And bro, I was at a crossroad too. I pampered it for years. You gotta understand, bro. I went to an all-white school, private school in Ohio. I did not have to try to have any type of intercourse with those women. Show up black, BBC action, played on the football team, handsome enough, not that big, suave, can talk, had a southern accent. I'm in the gate. In the gate. I got addicted right there because it was so easy for me. And being from Dallas, I didn't realize how easy it was. Because when I was in Dallas, I had a girlfriend. So it was like normal, normal. But actually being single and being sought after by women, oh my goodness gracious. I instantly got hooked. And throughout my whole college career, same thing. Even when I transferred to Pennsylvania to the HBCU school, that's where I learned how to finesse. That's where I learned how to finesse for it. That's where I learned how to manipulate for it. That's where I learned how to talk my way, smooth talking to it. It took me about a year or two, but I finally got the hang of it. And about my last year, I was up. In my eyes, I was up. Then it just followed me. That whole thing followed me. Where I'm thinking, oh, I'm just doing this right here. I'm just doing this for the moment. It's nothing. It's harmless. No, it came with me. So now I'm bouncing back between being a manipulator, a womanizer, and then I got the little simp shit I'm doing on the side. So I'm bouncing back and forth. It's no middle. It's no ground where, okay, that's a masculine man. That's a man that's upright. That's a man that's getting it off the muscle. That's a man that, he could tell the youth, okay, how to control their lust. He can tell the youth how to control their urges. Hell no. Me years ago, we would laugh at each other. If I saw me years ago, if I saw me 4 to 5 years ago, I'd be laughing at me. And that guy, me 4 to 5 years ago, he'll be shocked at me of what I'm doing right now. He'd be like, man, you really turned it up and did a whole 180. I sure the hell did. I had no choice. I was addicted. I would miss work. Whew, I can't tell y'all a lot of these stories. If I ever get a Patreon, I'll tell y'all some stories, but they're a little graphic, and I don't want to mess up no details. But I would miss work. I would be missing workouts. You know what I'm saying? I miss events for it. I'll cut the event short. I remember I had my first ever client, my first ever personal training client. I cut it short for some potential cheeks. Not even 100% guaranteed. Potential. I was doing the most, saying the most, finessing the most. I would write, I had an iPhone, I think it was an iPhone 9 or an iPhone 8, 7, one of those. I would have lies in my notes to tell women. That's how deep I was. I was having lies, and I look back. Of course it's bad, but in the process, I think I'm doing some good. I got some notches under my belt. You know what I'm saying? I knock her down. I'm good to go. I'm doing what I need to do. Not knowing the whole time I was being a bitch. Not knowing the whole time I was being a sucker. I was deep, fellas. It wasn't no game. And then I went on my droughts. I wasn't respecting my droughts. Huh? Drought? Me? A drought? Nigga, I was, man, I was not respecting my droughts. I was not building through my droughts. That deprivation, it caught up to me. That desperation, it caught up to me. Because inside of a drought, you're supposed to respect that drought. You're supposed to respect that deprivation. You're supposed to respect everything that comes with it. And I was being oh so disrespectful. And my advice to the young guys, the virgins, oh man, the incels, the guys that are in droughts, you know what I'm saying? The guys that are in involuntary droughts and voluntary droughts. It's gonna be all right, fellas. Go find something to do. Go find a hobby to do. I don't want to say distract yourself, but damn it, let it distract you. Let it take you somewhere where go do something with that energy. It'll kill you. I'm here to tell you, I've seen it with all four of my eyes. It will kill you. It will drain you. You will be here lifeless. You ever seen a horse? Man, hey, man, you ever seen a horse get castrated? Crazy shit, man. If you're in the country, you know. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen one of the dogs get neutered or castrated? I don't call it castrated. We're going to just say castrated. You ever seen a cat get castrated? Bro, it's just taking your manhood away. Just taking it away. Just snatching it, nigga. Just like, give it to me, bro. And in the midst, you thinking like this is the best thing in the world. Because you getting yours off. You getting the women or what you think is the women, but they're disrespecting you in your face. You might as well let them shit on you. You might as well let them piss on you. You might as well let them, puke on you. You might as well let them spit in your face, slap you and your mama. Facts. You might as well. You're already in too deep. You might as well. And you don't want to pull yourself up. You might as well go all the way. All the way. Man, I look back. I was like, I was wilding. Of course, I'm glad I went through it. Now I have stories to tell to help other people out. But even with that, I realized something as well, which I'm going to make a full TikTok video later on today, is in the midst of me going through what I went through, and a lot of men ask me about women. I never say anything about women, ever. But people look at me and assume I know a lot about women. So a lot of men ask me, and I realized something. I'm good at giving men masculine advice about women, the same advice I take for myself, but I'm horrible at giving those men that are horny and sex deprived advice about women. I just realized that. If you're heavily infatuated man, I can't give you any advice. I can, but you won't hear me. You won't hear me. Because the advice I give usually has nothing about obtaining the woman. It always has something about obtaining your masculinity. It always has something with obtaining or remaining in your masculine frame. It always has something to do with self-respect. And not deteriorating your seed or not deteriorating your body in order to get respect like you think you might be getting. And I realized that. I say, a lot of these guys I'm talking to, it's one in one ear, out the other, because they want sex so bad. They're so anxious. They've been so deprived for so long, Ray. You got to understand, these guys really want it. These guys are yearning it, but they want it. So a lot of the times when I'm talking, I'm just like, yo, I'm wasting my time because I'm looking at the situation. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care that I'm talking about be a man and be masculine and no, don't let a woman drain you. Don't let her emasculate you or castrate you. Don't let that woman do that. They're not listening to none of that. Hey man, tell me how to get the draws. Tell me how to get the draws. What I gotta do. What I gotta say. How I gotta dress. What is it? Because in their minds, they think it's that instead of just being them. Instead of just being a better version of it. Because you can't tell them that. Be a better version of yourself. What? No, I don't want to be a better version of myself. Because they hate themselves. Bruh. So if they're not looking for improvement advice, and they're just looking for, I need to get the draws, GTD, get the draws advice, I'm no good. My advice is no good. My advice is no good. Everything I went through, all the advice I got, I ain't got nothing for them. Because they don't want to do it the manly way, they want to do it the bitch way, they want to finesse, they want to do this. I tell them, go to the gym. I tell them, smell good. I tell them, look them in the eye, stop watching porn, stop jacking up. I tell them, get sexually disciplined. I tell them, get mentally and physically disciplined. They don't want to hear none of that. Just tell me how to get the draws. What do I say, what do I do, and how do I look when I'm doing it? What cologne can help me get the draws? That's all they want to know. And I ain't got no advice for them. So I realized that too. In the midst of giving advice for those men, and at the same time, not giving advice to those men anymore. Because I understand, I read the situation, I'm reading the playing field. And that's just how it is, man. But that's my advice, man. But maybe who knows? We'll talk about something, we'll talk about some stories in the future, all right? Not advice, but a warning. That's another day in reality for your ass. Love.